As you're tuning in here with your breath, not trying to alter it, just checking in with the breathing here. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. And as you're checking in here, begin to check in with your mind and your thoughts and just whatever you might be bringing to the mat at this moment. I know for me, in the beginning, I can feel a little flustered, especially like having that internet drop. And so personally, I'm just working on coming back to this space, this present moment. And that's the whole point of this practice, is just to be present with yourself here. So as you're tuning in, we're not judging whatever thoughts are coming up. We're just noticing them. As you check in with your thoughts, begin to check in with your body here. Checking in with how each part feels. Your neck, your face, your shoulders, your chest. All the way down to your toes. And again, we're just spending this time here becoming more aware of how we're feeling. So as we practice, we can be really intentional on noticing where we're winding down at. And while we're here, the theme for me this week has been gratitude. Not necessarily because of the holiday, although that does spark the idea, but I know everyone doesn't necessarily celebrate the holiday, or maybe family is a sensitive topic. So today I just want to offer a gratitude for self. Our focus tonight is just being thankful for you. So as you're here, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale, I invite you to tell yourself thank you here. Maybe you want to have your hands on your body, or maybe you want to have them sitting on your legs. However, just finding a touch here as you tell yourself thank you. When it feels good to you, we'll take a nice deep slow inhale through the nose. And even slower exhale out the mouth. We'll do that again as you're ready. Deep inhale through the nose. Slow exhale out the mouth. And as you're here, coming back to your normal breath, saying thank you one more time before we start moving. From here, if your hands are on the body, bringing them back towards your legs. Begin to just find some neck rolls that feel good to you. Stretching out the neck, beginning at the top of the spine before we really begin moving. And then as you feel good about your neck, maybe going the opposite direction. Then coming back to that tall spine again, rolling the shoulders out here. Just a gentle roll. Just waking it up. Even though we are winding down, we still want to move the spine. It's the foundation of our body. Coming back to your neutral. Nice tall spine again. We'll find a side stretch here. Extending the legs out. Left leg comes out. Right leg stays in. Taking the right hand to the left leg here. Our left arm lifts up on an inhale. And just this light, slow exhale over to the right side. Maybe you want to look forward or turn your head upwards. One more big inhale, exhale here. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Bring that left hand down. Take a pause. Uncross the right. Shake it out. We'll extend both legs out, coming into a wide seat. Inhale, lift the hands all the way up. Maybe roll the wrists. Maybe check out the fingers. Good to you. Gentle exhale through the center. Let your head rest here, taking 2 inhale exhales. When you complete those 2 breaths, slowly walk your hands back towards your legs. We're going to switch sides on that side stretch. Left leg comes in with the right leg extended. Right hand comes to that left knee. Or excuse me, left hand comes to the right knee. Extend your right hand up on an inhale and exhale it over gently. Finding 2 breaths here. Moving your neck to where you feel comfortable. When you're ready, inhale, lift all the way back up. Coming back into that wide seat, both legs extended, nice tall spine. Take that fold again as it feels good to you. Inhale and lift. Exhale, gently fold all the way over. Just find 3 breaths here this time. Maybe as you inhale, lift a little. As you exhale, go a little deeper into your fold. Continue to breathe through. And then when it feels good to you, gently just walk your hands back up to your legs. And from here, we're going to come into a gentle hip stretch. It is deeper, but we'll start gentle. So you're going to bring the bottom of your feet together, having your knees not come all the way out into the full position, but just out just a little bit here. And you can hold your legs together here, or you can have your hands center, but just keeping them lifted as you sit up nice and tall. We're going to go a little deeper into this. If it feels good to you, gently let the knees come down just a little bit, sitting up even taller. Inhale and exhale here. And then from here, go a little bit deeper. And exhaling a little bit more, nice and tall. Breathing here. We'll stay here for just 2 more breaths. If this feels too intense, come out, hug your knees, maybe come back out into it again. When it feels good, gently bring your knees back together, giving yourself a hug. Maybe even bring your chin down to your chest. Sending 2 breaths to the body here. From here, lifting the chin, we'll find our way all the way down to the mat and actually coming to your hands and knees first. Taking your time to bring your knees underneath your hips, both of your palms open up underneath your wrists to support the wrist. As you're here, just finding that neutral spine here, letting your head rest, letting the feet be flat, and the shoulders come down the back. Breathing. On your next exhale, we'll walk our hands forward, coming into a modified plank. So you'll shift your weight all the way to your hands, keeping the knees bent. Take a pause in this modified plank, and then exhale all the way down. Hands at the sides, elbows at the sides, turning your face to the left or right, just resting for a moment here. We're going to come into a gentle Cobra. So from here, you'll inhale, slightly lifting from the belly, lifting the chest and the chin. And your elbows slightly stretch up. Nothing too intense. We're going to get an opportunity to do this again. Exhale all the way back down. Maybe rest on the other side. Let everything rest. When you're ready, big inhale back to that centered position as you lift up the chest and the chin. Using the arms to lift a little bit more, lifting with the belly. Exhale all the way back down. Rest again on the other side. From here, we'll inhale and lift, coming all the way back up into a modified plank, then into tabletop. Walk the hands back. We'll begin to bring the knees forward to come and sit back on our heels. If this doesn't feel good to you, you can sit on your seat. We're coming into a back bend. So as you're sitting here on your heels, taking your hands back behind you, and just begin to press the chest up and lift the chin up. Finding a back bend here, taking a big inhale, slow exhale. And then leading with the chin, bring the chin down, roll the shoulders forward. Finding a shoulder roll here on your next inhale, we'll bring the hands all the way up. Exhale, bend the elbows, coming out to the sides. Same thing, lift the chin, lift the chest. Be gentle with both of these if you need to take your chin down a little bit more. One more big inhale, exhale here. As you lead with the chin, inhale, drop the chin as you lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms come together down through heart center. When it feels good, we're going to shift over to our right or left side, extending the legs out in front of us here. We're taking another fold, this time with both of the legs together. So as it feels good, inhale, lift the hand. Gently exhale as you fold over. Let the head hang, let the hands rest wherever they land. If you find that your spine is curving, maybe get a little bit taller. You don't have to find the whole fold here. You can be here and still find the fold. Let the head rest. One more breath. As it feels good to you, sit up nice and tall. Bend the knees. We're making our way all the way down to the mat. Shifting the hips towards the feet as you bring your back down. Making some space, adjusting the spine. Bringing the palms flat down to your sides. We'll come into a light bridge here. When you feel good, we'll inhale and lift the hips just slightly above towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hips back down really slow. Inhale, lift the hips a little bit higher than the last time, real slow. Exhale, hips come all the way down. One more time, we're going to go a little deeper. Inhale, hips all the way up, pressing a little bit higher, holding a little bit longer. Exhale, slowly bring the hips down. As you come all the way down to the mat, you can bring both knees in, giving yourself a hug. With both legs in, you can go side to side, roly-poly if that feels good. Breathing through as you move. As you're here, I invite you to keep the left leg hugged in and extend the right leg all the way out, straight down on the mat. You can point the toes or bring the toes back towards you to feel a stretch in this extended leg. And with the left knee hugged in, you can stay here, or you can bring it out a little wider towards the left armpit. You can see what stretch feels best to you. Whatever stretch you find, I invite your shoulders to really rest on the mat. Let the arch in the back rest as well. Let the hips feel as close to the mat as they can, not lifting as much. We'll take another big, deep inhale, exhale with this stretch. And then go ahead, bring the right leg back in, giving yourself a hug here. Roly-poly maybe. We're going to go to the other side when you feel ready. This time we'll hug that left leg in, extend the right out, or excuse me, hug the right leg in, extend the left out, opposite leg, whatever you didn't hug before. Finding that stretch in the foot, either forward or backward, if that feels good to you, that leg extended. And keeping this right knee hugged in or bringing it out a little wider to the right armpit. Remember to make those adjustments where you feel as supported on the mat as possible. Shoulders are down, arches down, hips are rested. And just find a couple more breaths here in this stretch. When you feel good, we'll slowly bring in the right leg. Hug in the left to meet. Give yourself that hug, roly-poly if that feels good. We're going to take this stretch a little bit deeper, going into happy baby. Releasing the hands from around the knees. You can bend the knees down, picking the feet up here. So you have like a L shape going with the legs. Hands come through the legs and then around to the foot, the ankle, the leg, wherever your hands land. And you can go roly-poly here. You can play with either one, whatever you think feels best. This one is more of a hip opener. The other one is a little bit more relaxing. We're here for just a couple more breaths. When it feels good to you, back to center. We tuck happy baby. We're unwrapping the hands. We're hugging ourselves again. And then bring your feet back down, knees bent. I invite you to walk your feet out wide. Take up some space outside the mat. And with your knees out wide, take both knees in and dip them in towards each other. So feet are out wide, knees are dipped in towards each other. We're taking a breath, not just a breath, a couple of breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling deeply and slowly. When it feels good to you, on your next inhale, bring the knees back out. Walk the feet in together. And then give yourself another hug here. Both knees come in. From here, we'll find a gentle twist. Both knees are in. We're going to take both knees and just roll them all the way over, stacked on each other over to the right side. Let your whole body follow. Really feel as rested as you can here. You could stay here and just rest, feeling this light stretch. Or we can twist the upper body over to the left side, extending the hand out, looking over the left fingertips. You'll feel this stretch all through the back, so just be gentle. Come out of what you need to come out of. Make the adjustments that really feel good in your body. We'll take 2 more breaths in whatever way you took this stretch. When you feel good, we'll untwist the upper body first, resting on our side here on the right side. After you take 2 breaths, just resting on the side here, take your time to come back to center, rolling the spine and the legs back there. Give yourself a hug, adjust the spine so you feel supported. And when you feel good, both knees together are coming over to the left side. Let your whole body follow as both knees stack. And you rest here on the left, staying here. Or extending that right hand out to the right, looking at the right fingertips. And maybe you can't see your fingertips, just making that glance in that direction. Whatever stretch you find here, make adjustments that feel good to you, and then take 2 more breaths here. When you feel good from here, we'll gently untwist the upper body, resting on the left first. Then come back to center, both knees come together. And then from here, with our knees together, make sure your back is supported and you feel comfortable as you can on your back here. We're going to take our hands and bring them out to the sides, palms down to support ourselves, knees still bent in. And then we'll kick one leg up, our right leg first. Take a moment, maybe move the ankle, move the toes, left knee is still bent in. We'll switch, bring the right leg in, kick the left leg up. Find some ankle twist, toes move, stretching that foot and ankle out. When you're ready, exhale, bring that left leg back in, and then both feet go up together. And just let them rest here. Don't try to find any tightness in the legs or feet. As much as you can, rest with your legs extended. I invite you to find that. We'll be here for 5 breaths. If you find this to be uncomfortable, maybe switch legs one at a time. It is a different flow in your blood circulation, and it's really helpful for multiple things. It's a version of legs up the wall. You can do this on the wall as well. Wherever you're at, just taking, if you've already gotten pretty close to your 5, we're going to just take 3 more inhales and exhales here. Whenever you finish those 3, no rush. Slowly bring the legs down. Give yourself a hug. And then we'll bring the feet all the way down, knees bent. From here, extending both legs all the way out on the mat. And then reach your hands all the way up, back behind you. Find a side stretch by crossing the right ankle over the left and grabbing the right wrist with the left hand. Take a big inhale, stretch out first, and then exhale over towards the left side as you bring the left wrist with you, or the right wrist with you. And it's like a banana shape. You're attempting to reach the feet, of course, unless you're super stretchy. We're not reaching the feet, we're just stretching towards them. One more big inhale, exhale here. You feel good on your next inhale, come back to center. Release the hands, let them rest for a moment back at the sides. And we'll switch sides. Uncrossing that right leg. Cross the left over the right, bring the hands back up above you. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. And when you feel good, we'll inhale, we'll stretch out first. And then exhale over towards the right side, finding that side stretch as you bring the left part of your body with you. And just breathe here in this side stretch. When you're ready, slowly inhale back to center. Release the hands and cross the feet. Bring your hands down to the sides, let them rest. And here, bring both hands around the front of your body, giving yourself a hug here. We'll do that again. So when you feel good, exhale, open up again. We're going to switch. Whatever arm is on the top will come to the bottom. Inhale, bring the hands back around the body, giving yourself a hug. Saying thank you. Exhale, open up wide. From here, we'll take a big, deep stretch, extending the hands back behind you like we did before. Extending the toes the other way, reaching almost tug of war style, just kind of stretching the body completely. Feeling like you can't stretch anymore. And when you get to that place, slowly exhale, bring the hands down to the sides of your body. Let your feet rest, let your legs lose all the tension. And just begin to find a space where you come into rest. Slowly bringing your hands either to your body. Your hands come either to your chest and your belly, or your palms are flat down or up. We'll begin to just slowly relax the body more and more into the mat. Resting the toes and the feet, the ankles and the calves. Unlocking the knees, letting the thighs really melt into the mat. Letting your bottom and your hips rest. Let the space between your torso and your chest rest. Any tightness you feel in the back, begin to relax a little bit more. Let your hands and fingers and arms become more relaxed here, more trusting here. Head rests, your face and the expressions it normally makes rest. Maybe sitting your neck up all the way straight doesn't feel good. Let your neck rest to what feels good to you here. Wherever you're at, I want you to come back to this idea of gratitude for self. I'm sure you can think of so many people and things outside you to be thankful for. I don't know how many times you've taken time to be thankful for yourself. So as we lay here for these next 2 minutes or so, I want you to take some time to just show gratitude to you by thanking yourself. Thank yourself for all the work you do for you and your family. Thank yourself for the patience. Thank yourself for the progress. Thank yourself for the growth. Thank yourself for choosing to give yourself these moments where you're spending time more with you. And all the things that no one knows about, you do, you handle, you take care of, you endure. Thank yourself for those moments as well. As you're finding gratitude for yourself, I really hope you are. Just send breath and love to you here. As you breathe, thinking of your inhale and your exhale, just sending more life and more love and more gratitude to you. We'll be here for just another minute. Me not talking, you just breathing and resting and thanking yourself. When it feels good to you, gently begin to bring movement to the fingers and toes. Take your time to maybe bring movement to the legs and arms. When you feel like you've moved enough and brought your body and yourself back to the space around you, take your time to roll over to your right side. Just rest here for 2 breaths. Still in gratitude, still resting. Whenever you complete those 2 breaths, gently just press yourself back up into a comfortable seat. Taking your time to just adjust, coming back to that nice tall spine. I always like to end the practice with a release breath, which is just an audible breath. As you inhale, you bring all the breath in, and when you exhale, you go. So if it feels good to you, we can do that together. Deep inhale, bringing it all in. And release when you're ready. Bringing your hands to heart center if that feels good to you, if that resonates with you. Giving yourself a bow of gratitude, thanking yourself for being here. I thank you for being here, for joining me tonight. Namaste means that the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in you. And Ashe is a term that means empowerment, agreement for your good, and so it is. And so to you, I say namaste and Ashe and thank you. And let's continue to heal together. I appreciate you for joining tonight. Thank you. Hope you have a good night. And I hope whenever you can join again that you do. And I have some YouTubes as well if you ever want to check those out. And it's the same thing, yoga with Keis. So thank you. Have a good night.